Hey, all you zealots and zerglings, it's time for 3 versus 3 on Temple of the Preservers. This replay was brought to me by my good friend Dunamai, who is spawned as the yellow Zerg, and he's here with his allies, Spartan as the orange Protoss, and Bocephus as the purple Protoss. And they were going to be going up against Rakurs, the blue Zerg. I use Droid, the teal Terran, and Sir William, the Red Terran. It's nice to know that we have a knight here in this game. Temple of the Preservers is interesting. This is another one of those maps where there's not really that good way to get a third base. And we got these goals over here in the corners, but they can be easily harassed from your opponents. Or if they knock down these rocks, that also makes it kind of easy to move through there and harass those. And then you got these island bases, which are a little more secure if you can take them. And despite the fact that it's hard to get a third, these games do seem to tend to last a little bit longer. Maybe it's the size of the map. There's more areas to move around. Not everyone's kind of, bumping up shoulder to shoulder, always running into each other. Maybe just people get a little more defensive because they don't want to, get caught out in the middle of the map. But games just sometimes seem to go a little bit longer here. We'll see if this one has that same issue. And what is this probe doing? Bocephus, what are you up to, Bocephus? I don't know if he can't be scouting for hidden tech. A Zerg can't hide tech. It's just a fact. Certainly not 2 minutes into the game. I suppose one of his allies could hide tech here. Now that would be an interesting strategy. Hiding tech in your allies' base, hiding something in a Zerg base that no one's going to scout because they're not going to think a Zerg is going to hide anything here. That is very interesting. Of course, at this level, I don't expect there's going to be a lot of killer strategies where something like that's really going to pay off. I mean, someone might spot something interesting, but I don't think in the long run that's going to make that big a deal. And Sir William's SCV has kind of just gotten a little lax there. He's just sitting there by the Nexus until the probe decided to kind of hurry him out of there as quickly as possible. He was going to be able to see that there is a second gateway here, and we got a second player from that team going to scout around here. I'm not sure what for. And he's going to see the same thing that his buddy saw, that there's indeed probes mining here, and that there indeed is a second gateway on the way. Not sure what that's going to do for it. So we can put up that production tab, see if we see anything interesting. We do have the Cybernetics core being started by Bocephus. We have a spawning pool going down for Rakurs. And I don't see a spawning pool for Dunamai yet. Oh no, his spawning pool is actually finished, but he is going to be expanding now. So he went for the earlier pool, and now he's going to be expanding. It looks like his Zerg counterpart on the other team is also going to be... Oh, his expansion is almost done, so it looks like he went for an earlier expansion, although his pool is done as well. But he's just started the gas, so he's not going to have that speed for a little while yet. And Bocephus really got a cluster of buildings here. I'm not really sure what the reasoning behind this is. I mean, if you're going to wall off. I don't know any other reason why you would put all your buildings out here. Because frankly, now they're just going to be attacked, or they're going to kind of constrain your armies or try to slip out. Maybe not as bad here. I guess he's not going to be warping into his base unless he starts, putting down a robo or something. So maybe not that big a deal. But still, these buildings are going to be juicy targets if there's any aggression at your front ramp. But they do have vision of the watchtower. Bocephus has got that with his probe. These Zerglings are going to move over to the advanced watchtower. It's going to be even earlier notice. Going to let him see everything moving through here. Everything that's coming up this ramp, unless they just have him skirt just over here. But, oh, nope, he's not even going to leave anyone behind. He's just going to poke forward. Maybe he's going to check those expansions. He's going to see that this base is done. There is a spine crawler on the way. It's not going to be ready in time. But, no, he's going to go straight for the main. He's not going to... No, he is going to check the expansion. He's going to try taking the spine crawler. He may have to take out the queen first because I don't know if the queen's going to like it. Yeah, she is in range. He's going to pull off the drones to try to take that out. But the spine crawler does not finish. He did not cancel that. And now these drones are just... what are they going to do? Oh, he's going to try to micro those drones, but it doesn't look like they quite have enough to take on all these Zerglings. And 2 queens, I think, are going to be enough to force this out. And he's going to try to run into the main. Does he have speed on the way? Speed is just finishing. And oh, he's going to grab that drone all by itself. Going to scout around here. He's going to see nothing but a spine and a pool, which is probably about what he would expect anyhow. And do we have any lings on the way? He does have 6 lings on the way, but these Marines are going to help clean that up. But before that, I don't know if 6 lings would have been quite enough. Might have been enough just to drive him away, but he would have taken heavy losses, I think, trying to. Ooh, what is this ling going to do? If you're going to sit here, you might as well sit up here. You're safer, and you've got the watchtower. And it looks like he's going to be bringing in some reinforcements, but he's going to have to be careful, and he's going to run into this Marine Marauder. But if it's mostly Marauders, I think he should take this on. The Marines are going to be the primary damage dealers, although Marauders are pretty beefy. I don't think he's got quite enough and the lane count in order to take these on. Yeah, there are quite a few Marauders there, and they do have a few hit points, but running back to this Watchtower is not a good idea. These guys are coming here. You know they're on their way. You have to get ready. He's going to have a Baneling that's coming on the way. +1 attack is getting very close to being done. He really would have loved to have that in that engagement. I don't know if it would have turned in his favor, but it certainly would have caused a lot more damage, softening that up a lot more. And oh, that SCV is going to go down, and they may have an attack coming. They're going to have to prepare for this. What do they got coming? We just got a single Zealot coming here for Spartan, who doesn't have his... He doesn't have his warp gate. Oh no, he has his warp gate done. He's not. Wait. There we go. He's a little late on getting his warp gates forward, but oh, he's gonna have to hurry because he's got people coming at his door. We got Banelings on the way for Dunamite, but it's not going to be any good because this is a pretty Marauder heavy composition, and he's going to swing up there. I hope he got a glimpse at that army. He's going to be taking out the reinforcements, which this is great. It's just going to be less they're going to have for that engagement. Look how long it took him to take out that Marauder, but he's going to have to be very, very careful. This engagement's coming soon. Do they have anything coming on the way? I can't really see what's coming from both Evas, but you know, with Protoss Warpage, you can't ever see what's really coming in anyhow. And all that poor Zergling got Marauders slowed, and nope, they're going to be escaping, but he's got a couple of Banelings, but he's got to make sure they hit some on the Marines as much as possible. The Marines are kind of scattered through here. Hitting right here would be a good... Oh, and the Marines are going to cluster up a bit more, but Spartan's going to have some trouble right now. He's just got pure Zealot right now with the Marauders slow. They should be able to kite it, but are they going to? They're going to try to go for a choke, which is going to favor the Terran right now because... Well, because there's no splash damage here right now, but they've got a little bit of a surround here on the top of the map, and they're going to pinch... No, I use Droid's Marines, and so he's going to hold the ramp for a little bit while he's cutting through all those Marines. There's still some Marauders left, but I don't think that's quite enough. But Bostiva's going to run in with some Stalkers. I think it's going to be enough, but they need to finish off these Marauders. We're going to do a lot of damage to the Stalkers, but I think just by sheer numbers they are going to be able to force this out. And I think there's some reinforcement Terran coming down this map, but they're not going to make it in time, and I think it's just best if they just grab a Watchtower and chill out. And a lot of creep spread coming here for Recurs. Even bunny hopping it over these rocks so he can start spreading in this direction. We'll see where he's gonna go with that right now. His creep spread is very important. He might want to be better to put it right here. If you work it up this way, you can kind of see what's going on up on this top ramp without even having the Watchtower. And it looks like he's going to pop the Guardian Shield. He's going to clean out that Watchtower more than easily. And it looks like Sir William is going to have to retreat. The Code of Chivalry will not save you now, good Sir William, as he is going to lose more reinforcements, and he's got to pull them back. He's got to change his rally point, and I think these links here from Recurs will be enough to kind of force this back. It's kind of hard to see if they're in even numbers. We can grab those. There are no upgrades yet. Well, there's the +1 attack here from Dunamite, who re-engaged a little too soon. He really didn't pull into this army. Look, he lost all of his links. He needed to pull back a little bit further so that these units would actually engage, or maybe have his teammates actually pay attention to what was going on. And a big ball of Marines here for Ice Droid with a single Marauder. There's a lot of Marines here now, and here come the Banelings for Dunamite. Is he getting any Baneling speed yet? No Baneling speed. Yes, Baneling speed just started right now. I don't think it's going to be quite ready for this engagement unless they're going to wait here for a little bit. But here comes some Zerglings. Oh, these Banelings. They're a little bit far back, though. You might want them a little bit forward. Here comes some Zealots here from Spartan. And we have a Dark Shrine coming out for Spartan. Going to get those DTs out. I'm assuming. I don't think he's going to go for Archons right now. He's definitely going to try to go for those DTs. And it looks like where both sides are kind of set up in the center of the map. The creep spread is really pushing this way, and is really pushing in this side of the map. But they're both sides. Oh, we do have some Banelings here for Recurs too, but with a fairly Stalker-heavy composition. I guess the Zealots get up front. It will do considerable damage to them, and it could counter these Banelings here. But oh, the Marines are going to move first. Can these Banelings get the hits off that they need? Oh, he's trying to micro back, and a couple of Marines go down. There's not an effective engagement. He's got to watch out for those Lings. And a couple Lings go down. Oh, I don't think those were the best Baneling hits ever. I didn't see that many things go down, but the Lings are all pretty much dead now. And here comes a reinforcement. It looks like they're going to try to force him back. There's a lot of Zealots here. Do they have any upgrades yet? They have the 1-1 upgrades against the no upgrades here. No upgrades for any of the Terrans. So the Zealots are just going to be tearing through this infantry with the Stalkers just kind of back them up with a little extra DPS. And the Ling is just kind of running in there just to cause all sorts of problems. You shoot the Lings, then everything else will kill you. If you don't shoot the Lings, well, then they'll kill you. And they're going to be pushing in. Oh, they didn't. Oh, and there's the GG from Sir William early on. I guess he just... And he's going to leave. I guess he didn't feel like he could do anything else. They're pushing up their front door. He didn't feel he had anything left with him. I mean, what did he have going for him? I mean, I guess he could have used a little bit more production once he got a second base up, but I'm not sure if he really had that second base up. And a hatchery at the ramp. I've never really seen this before, but it is going to go down. He did not cancel that. And it looks like they're going to be able to clean this up. So there are some good engagements in the center of the map for positioning, but I guess in the end they just got got more stuff, more upgrades, and there goes Recurs. He doesn't think there's anything else they can do, and I think it's just going to be left to... Nope, that's going to be it. So I hope you enjoyed this quick game, and have a day.